Okay. Lay down on the mat, as usual.
Knees bent if you have any tension then on the spine, otherwise legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Allow your body to relax. Feel the weight of your body onto the ground. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let that sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw. And let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? And if both moves, which one moves first? Witness. Without changing anything, not yet. Observe. Simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause, and even there, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat is still relaxed and open, even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your lungs filling up slowly and get empty slowly. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation, becoming more compact with every exhalation. Long, slow, and steady breath. Keep both inhalation and exhalation slow and constant from the beginning till the end. Allow your body to expand and contract constantly. With every breath, create a deeper and deeper breath. Try and expand more and more your lungs. And when you exhale, try and empty your lungs a bit more. But keep on listening to the messages of your body. If there is any tension rising, step back. This is not a challenge. You're simply playing with your breath, with your body, and with your mind. So keep on playing. Keep on slightly pushing your limits, but in a gentle way. Keep a long, slow, and steady breath. Your body expand with every inhalation and contract with every exhalation. Constant breath from the beginning till the end. Conscious breath. From the next breath, start a thoracic breath. So activate gently your abdominal muscles in order not to move your belly, and focus on expanding your rib cage to the side. Push the ribs to the side with every inhalation. Use the muscles of your rib cage to push the ribs to the side, and also to kind of spread your rib cage, your ribs moving away from each other. Even if it's impossible, Do it anyway. Thoracic breath. Your belly doesn't move. And the whole breath is focused on your chest. With every inhalation, your chest expands to the side. Keep your abdominal muscles gently activated. Use the muscles of your rib cage to help you expand to the side. With every exhalation, observe the ribs moving closer to each other. Observe the rib cage becoming more compact. And keep on breathing on your chest. Allow your body to shape. And every inhalation, exhalation. Expand your rib cage to the side with every breath, with every inhalation. Become conscious of your rib cage, of the bones, and of the muscles. Take control of the muscles. And fill up your lungs the more that you can in order to help you push the rib cage to the side. Become more and more aware of your muscles of the rib cage and observe how those muscles activate. In the final part of the inhalation, in order to keep the rib cage open, and even creating those small pause between inhalation and exhalation. Your throat is always open and relaxed. So it's just the rib cage creating this pause. So there is a muscles of your rib cage that activate to keep the rib cage open for the pause. Become aware of the functions of your rib cage and more so of the muscles of the rib cage. And just keeping the rib cage open by using the muscles of your rib cage, lengthen the pause between inhalation and exhalation. Keep it easy. Keep a breathing cycle constant and easy. Create a pause between inhalation and exhalation slightly longer than usual. Become aware of this suspension, of this suspended breath by using the muscles of your rib cage. Keep on expanding. Keep on breathing deeper and deeper. Focusing on your chest and on the muscles of your ribcage. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, create a breath starting on the belly and then building up through the chest, and still using the muscles of your ribcage to keep the ribcage open and create a suspended breath. Breathe first on the belly and then on the chest, expanding the chest just like you did before, a few seconds ago. Activating your ribcage to create the suspended breath. Exhale fully. And again, inhale belly, chest. Create the suspended breath. Exhale fully. And again, inhale belly, chest. At the end of the inhalation, create the suspension. Keep it easy. And exhale fully. Let go the air. Keep on breathing like that, at your own pace. Use the muscles of the ribcage to create a deep but yet easy breath. Three more breaths. And at the end of the third, come back to center. Center your breath. Focus on your heart. Let go every technique and just focus on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Listen to it. Don't control your breath anymore. Just focus on your heartbeat. Back to center. Keep your focus there. Just listen. And still keeping your focus on your heartbeat. Take control again of your breath And expand your chest. Imagine that with every inhalation, you expand your chest and you open your chest in order to spread your light outside of your body, from the heart to the world. Use your breath to expand and open your ribcage, to open your heart and spread your light. 3 breaths. Expand your ribcage. Open your heart. Allow your light to shine brighter and brighter. And now release all technique. Allow your breath to become lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Last moments. Now really slowly, bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Sit on the back of the mat, knees spread wide. Check to have the big toes touching and exactly the same level. Put your hands over your thighs, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. Move the belly toward the spine and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now put your hands down on the ground, not too far from your knees. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward, push your spine back, round your spine, and look at your belly. Inhale, roll your hips forward, push with your hands against the ground, slide the shoulder blades over the waist and look up. Exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look up. And one more time, exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look up. Okay, now walk forward with your hands to lower your chest. Put your chest as low as you can. Keep your arms straight and active. Keeping the chest really low in between the legs. Walk to the right with both hands. Still keeping the chest in between the legs, inside the legs. When you reach your maximum, just stretching the left side of your torso. Move the right hand closer to the right knee and start pushing with the hands and the knee against the ground to push the chest to the left and go even deeper into the stretch. 3 breaths. Keep the chest really low. And move the sternum forward in order to focus the stretch on the lateral side. At the end of the third, come back to center. Observe briefly the difference between left and right. Feel the lightness that you have on your left side. Before walking with both hands to the left, keep the chest really low, sternum forward, shoulder blades toward the waist. Keeping the chest inside the legs. Go to your maximum, then move the left hand closer to the left knee and start pushing to stretch the lateral side of your torso, the right side of your torso. 3 breaths. Breathe deeply on your chest to optimize the stretch. And back to center. Tabletop position. Keep the knees as wide as the hips. Roll the arms outwards, slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Belly in. Navel towards spine, and keeping the navel toward the spine, walk forward with your hands. Keep the buttocks right above the knees, thighs vertical. Roll the arms outward and push the chest down. But keep the navel toward the spine in order to focus the opening on the upper part of your spine, on your rib cage, not on the lumbar spine. Allow the head to move freely toward the ground. Keep on rolling the arms outward, keep on pushing the chest down, but move the lumbar spine up and feel the opening around the shoulder blades. 3 breaths. Breathe deeply on your chest. And really gently walk back with your hands and sit on your heels again. Move the knees closer if it's more comfortable for you, up to you. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Push the thumbs back and move the hands like you want to touch the ground. Move the hands actively down. Belly in. 3 breaths. And keeping this movement, actively pushing the hands toward the ground. Push the back of your head away from the shoulders to lengthen the old spine. 3 breaths. And release. Put your right hand on the left leg, on the outside of the left leg. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Use the right hand to move the right shoulder to the left. Roll the left arm outward And push the thumb to the right. Use the right hand to help you twist deeper. 3 breaths. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Belly in. At the end of the third, come back to center and change side. So put your left hand outside of your right leg. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Use the left hand to move the left shoulder to the right. Roll the right arm outward, push the thumb to the left. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, belly in. And use the left hand to go deeper into the twist. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Tabletop position again. Keep the 2 knees together and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Create slower but wider circle than usual. Then slow but wide. Try and stretch a little bit deeper than usual. Detect the areas that need to be stretched and focus there. Maybe it's lowering even more the movement. Move also on the other side. Listening to the messages of your body and observing where you need to stretch your body a little bit more. Focus there. Okay, now lay down on the ground, on the mat. Roll your legs, the back of the legs outward. So spread your heels. Heels are wider than your toes. Put your hands next to the hips with the palm of the hand facing the sky. Inhale. And with the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and hands. Move the hands over the feet, but relax your buttocks as much as you can. Activate the muscles of your lumbar spine to keep the position. And go down. Turn your head to the right for 3 breaths. Allow your body to relax completely. At the end of the 3rd breath, inhale deeply, and with exhalation, lift the head, shoulders, and arms. Move the hands toward the feet. Relax your buttocks to your maximum. 3 breaths. And go down. Inhale deeply. Turn your head to the left, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, inhale deeply. And lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Inhale. And with exhalation, lift also your legs, just a few centimeters. Now, with both arms and legs lifted, activate the back of your thighs to keep the legs straight, but focus on relaxing the buttocks and activating even more the muscles around the lumbar spine.
Stay there. And relax. Push with the hands against the ground and move in child pose. Find a version that is more comfortable for you. And let go. Relax completely. Stay there. Just relax. Keep on relaxing. Observe your rib cage and observe the lumbar spine, lengthening and relaxing. Last moments. Really slowly unwind your spine and come up. Keeping the knees together. Now, lift your hips. If you want to, you can put a folded blanket or a pillow under your knees in case you feel a bit too much pressure on the knees. Focus on the hips. Tilt the hips backward. In order to tilt the hip backward, we're going to do it in a few steps. So, first step, the easiest one, contract your buttocks. And observe how the hips tilt back. Observe how your belly moves inward just by contracting the buttocks. When you contract, the body is more aligned. It's more it's more compact. Now, second step. Keep the hip in this position, but release gently your buttocks without allowing the hips to tilt forward again. To contract gently your abdominal muscles. This can help keeping the hips aligned. Okay. Now, lift the sternum without compromising the position of the hips. Lift the sternum simply and move the shoulders down. Now, move the arms forward, parallel to the ground. Look at your hips again and control that is still in the good position. In case you're not sure, contract again your hips, your buttocks, and then without compromising this position, release the muscles. From this position, keeping the arms parallel to the ground and without arching your spine, so keep a straight line from the knees to the shoulders, lean back, creating a Z shape. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, come back vertical and lower your arms. Okay. Do you feel the activation of the thighs? Okay, because we're going to do it again. And I really want you to feel the activation of the thighs. So focus on the straight line. If you don't feel it enough, lean even more back, okay? So straight line, hips tilted back, and as much as you can, buttocks relaxed, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, arms parallel to the ground, lean back. 3 breaths, set shape. Feel the thighs working, and at the end of the third, come back vertical and lower your arms. Okay. Now, lower your body again onto the mat. But put your hands under your chin. Keep the 2 legs really close, touching. Inhale. And do all the step that you did for that Z shape position, preparing the straight line. So activate your buttocks, tilt your hips backward, activate your abdominal muscles, and then release as much as you can your buttocks. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, shoulders and arms, but keep the hands one above the other and just in touch with your chin. And release. So I want you to feel the activation of the muscles around your spine. Inhale. Still keeping the hips tilted back. Inhale. And with exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, arms, keeping the hands in touch with your chin. 3 breaths. And lower your chin again. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your legs. Keep the 2 legs in contact. And even there, start relaxing the muscles of your buttocks. Activating then more and more the muscles around your lumbar spine. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, keeping the legs in this position, lift also your head, shoulders, arms, and hands. 3 breaths. Lower your hands, push. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So child pose, just for a few breaths in order to relax the lumbar spine. Then come back up and take the chair. to keep the chair well, it will be a torture, but to create a lighter torture, take also a blanket. And put the blanket over the chair. Pay attention not to have any wrinkles. Okay, now I wanted to sit just in front of the chair and slide your torso inside the chair. So since there's a the blanket will move. So I wanted to lift your torso and put your sacrum on the edge of the chair and then straighten your legs. Legs a little bit more straight. Now slide the arms under the top of the chair. Interlace the hands, put the hands behind the back of the head, just to give a bit of support. Bring the two elbows closer to each other and keeping this light support on the cervical spine, allow the head to move gently back. Stay there. 5 breaths. At the end of a 5th breath, take the top of the chair, bend your knees a little bit, and push with the feet against the ground to slide your shoulder a little bit more toward the back of the chair. And again, straighten your legs. Once that you have your legs straight, you'll be more secure, more safe. Your one slide. Interlace the hands behind the top of the head. And again, allow the shoulders to move down. Allow the head to move down. Stay there. Deep breaths. Activate your abdominal muscles in order to protect the lumbar spine. At the end of the 3rd breath, slide the arms under the top of the chair and use the top of the chair, bending your knees. Use the top of the chair to be pushed in the starting position. So sitting just in front of the chair. Okay, so this is just the first step to open the chest and spine. Did you feel kind of safe? That is, if you feel like sliding, then you have to straighten your legs a little bit more. The more your legs are straight and active, the more you will be kind of linked with the earth, rooted. So you won't slide. So the position is really important. The more you do, the more you play with the chair, the more you won't be using comfortable blankets in order to have more precise hints. But as a beginning, we're gonna use it. Now, I wanted to take 2 blocks. and put the two blocks, one in the first position, so in the lower position, and the second one in the third one, in the higher one, like that, one above the other. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I think that you already understood, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do. You can do it both with the blanket or without the blanket, up to you. The entering is still exactly the same. So you sit just in front of the chair, then you slide your torso inside the chair. You take the top of the head of the chair, you lift your torso, you put your sacrum buttocks in the position, so everyone is different. So I cannot tell you exactly where to put your the edge of the chair. You slide the arms into the chair. Then you secure your body, straightening a little bit your legs. You interlace the hands behind the top of the head, and you push the back of the head away from the shoulders. From there, I want you to control with your legs the sliding, because I want you to slide a little bit more, just in order to create a contact between your head and the block. Once that you have this support on the head, you straighten your arms, you straighten your legs, and you allow the thumbs to move down toward the ground. Okay? So let's do it again. So prepare the blocks. The blocks one above the other. Then you sit just in front of the chair. You slide your torso inside the chair and use the top of the chair to move your body in the good position. The idea is to have the second edge of the chair roughly on the lower part of your shoulder blades. Once that you have roughly this position, straighten your legs to root yourself. Interlace the hands behind the back of the head and use the legs to find a good position and put the back of the head in contact with the block. Once that you have the head in contact with the block, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, and allow the hands and the thumbs to move down toward the ground. If you feel any tension on the spine, then activate your abdominal muscles a little bit more and stay there. Keep the shoulders wide if you can, by pushing the arms back into the shoulder sockets. Keep the abdominal muscles gently activated in order to lengthen your lumbar spine and to tilt your hips backward. Stay there. In case you feel really comfortable, it's not easy at the beginning, but it can be. You can also move the lower block, the first position block, away and allow the head to move a little bit more down toward the ground. So you still have a support, but you can bend a little bit more. 3 more breaths.
At the end of the third breath, slide the arms under the top of the chair, grab the top of the chair, bend your knees, use the hands and arms to slide your body back in the first position, in the starting position. Once that you are in the starting position, sit over the chair, spread your knees, roll your hips forward, and allow the spine to go in the counter position. Take your time to allow the spine to do the counter movement. Don't push, just use the gravity. Three breaths. At the end of the third breath, really slowly come back up. And now we're gonna do, so this one was the first and maybe second step, because the first step is with the 2 blocks, the second step is with 1 block, but both are perfectly fine. Also, the first step is really good. Now I'm gonna show you what we can do with this setting. So it's gonna be more challenging because we're gonna activate the muscles in a different way. In case it's a little bit too much for today, you go back to what we already did a few seconds ago. So the starting position is exactly the same, but now if you used the blanket, I want you to get rid of the blanket because I want you to be more stable. So the starting, I'm going to show you first, and then we're going to do it together. Starting position is always the same, like that. Then you slide inside. You find a good position to have the edge of the chair roughly on the lower part of the shoulder blades. Then straighten your legs just to feel more secure. Find the first or second version, whichever is good for you. Once that you have, well, actually, no, we're going to do it with the first position with the blocks. So take the first block, first position block, and then the third position block. So the head will be completely supported. Once that you are in this position, I want you to grab the top of the chair, you bend your knees, and use the hands to do the job that the legs usually do. So since you're not going to have the rooting action of the legs, I want you to have the arms rooting yourself in order not to slide back. You bend your knees, you lift both legs, and you straighten your legs up. So keep the hands on the chair and keep the legs really active. You simply stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, I want you to put your right leg down, but the left one is still up. Once that you have one leg down, you can create the variation with the arms back. Since you will have a bit of rooting effect of the right leg. If it's a little bit too hard, then you have all the other versions.
So prepare the 2 blocks. First thing first, starting position is lie the chest inside the chair, lie the arms under, straighten your legs, and put your head in contact with the 2 blocks. Find your stable position for the head. And once that your head is stable and supported, then take the top of the chair, bend both knees, bring the knees closer to the chest and lift the legs up. Okay. 3 breaths. Keep the legs really active. Actually, we're gonna do easier step. So bend both knees again, still keeping the arms to secure your body. And now lower your right leg down with a knee bent. Okay. Now straighten your right leg as much as you can. It is not gonna be completely straight. Okay. Stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, only if you feel quite safe, straighten your left leg up. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, if you feel safe, put your arms back. If you want to, you can bend your left leg. It's gonna be a little bit easier. And now change legs. So grab your top of the chair again. Bring both knees closer to the chest and lift legs up. Both. Okay. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend both knees again. Keep the right leg closer to the chest and lower your left leg down. If you want to, if you feel good, straighten your right leg up. 3 breaths. If you feel good, straighten your arms and move it back. If it's easier for you, you can also bend your right leg and bring the right knee toward the chest. 3 breaths. Focus on the arms in that case. And now, straighten both legs down on the ground. Feet down on the ground. Okay, straighten both legs. Move the hands toward the ground. 3 breaths, belly in. And breathe deeply on your chest. At the end of the 3rd, prepare to exit the chair. So just lie the arms under the top of the chair. Move the chin toward the base of the throat, so lift your head, bend your knees, push with the hands against the top of the chair to slide in the starting position. Once that you are in the starting position, sit on the chair, knees wide, Take the tailbone, tilt your hips forward.
And allow the spine to unwind. Use the gravity to relax your spine and to lengthen the spine, the neck, to relax your shoulders and arms. Close your eyes. And even in this position, breathe deeply on your chest. Stay there. Relax, let go. Really, really slowly. Come back up.
Sit on the side of the chair. So to have the top of the chair on your left side. Well, right side is the same. It's just exactly the same. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Grab with both hands the top of the chair. Now check your knees and bring the knees together and exactly the same level. Keep the knees at the same level. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. And start twisting. Just a start. Don't push too hard. And now look at your knees again. See if they're still even or if one moved forward. In case one moved forward, well, it's normal, but counteract this movement to keep the two knees exactly the same level. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, counteracting the natural movement of the knees, twist deeper and look behind you. Move the shoulders away from the ears, 3 breaths. Use the top of the chair to help you twist. Go beyond what you thought was your limit. And come back to center. Twist. Go to the other side. And exactly the same. Take with both hands the top of the chair. Bring the two knees together and keep the two knees at exactly the same level. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Start twisting. Check your knees again. And adjust the knees. Now that you have the natural movement, counteract this natural movement when you twist deeper. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, twist deeper, use the top of the chair to go deeper into the twist. Move the shoulders away from the ears, 3 breaths. And back to center. Now, take the blanket, lay down on the mat. Well, actually, you can even take a belt and put the belt if needed. If you have the tendency of opening the knees to the side, then take a belt and put a belt, wrap a belt around the knees so it will be secure. Keep the calf muscles over the chair.
take the blanket and put a blanket over, fold the blanket over the belly. Pull the arms outward, slide the shoulder blades over the waist, pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. If you have an eye pillow, you can use it because now we're entering Shavasana. Use the first moments of Shavasana to observe your body and observe how you feel, the physical body and emotional body, before relaxing completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm gonna chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm gonna guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Really slowly. Stand moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment. before pushing with the left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep the spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Inanna Mudra or Chin Mudra, thumbs and index finger together, palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chair. Just open your eyes. Namaste.